Shut up and sit down.
Hey folks, Brad here for Wheeze and Geezer TV. Wheeze and Geezer TV is brought to you by nobody. That's right, we don't have any sponsors. Sure could use some subscribers. Maybe that's where you come in. Now today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at Conrad Stevensons Paranormal PI. Now, I love me a good ghost hunt. And when Phasmophobia came out, it was the only ghost hunting game out there. I thought it was great. The only thing is, you've got stuff in there that's just constantly trying to kill you. And that really takes away from the whole ghost hunting experience. I seen a video and it said something like the most realistic ghost hunting game out there or something. So I thought I'd watch it, get a good feel for it. I liked what I saw. And that's why I'm bringing it to you. I will be removing myself from the video so that I don't take away from any of the things that might be happening in the house that you might be seeing down in that corner or something. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get our sleuth on, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to be starting a new game. I've already played a little bit, because I want to get a feel for the buttons and that kind of thing. But we're going to start a brand new game. Even though I had progressed.
I've been researching the paranormal for years. And over that time, I've established myself as a level-headed investigator. At first, I saw down a lot of my investigations, trying to help families and gain some experience in the process. Over time, I've been able to develop my brand and make some cash from social media and merchandise sales, allowing me to rent this office. I hope having a more professional presence will give me opportunities to investigate places that I wouldn't have been able to previously. I'm curious if I've gotten any new emails. I should check my PC.
It's really quiet. And so you really have to be listening hard for, is that something paranormal? Sometimes you don't have to, it's self-evident. But for me, I lost a lot of hearing in the military, so it's already hard for me to hear anything. So, I don't want you guys to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, he's showing me how to use the door and stuff. Yeah. So this is my computer. And we're going to start out by going up to the inbox. Okay, apparently I forgot that they have to explain to us what the inbox is in email. But that's what inboxes are in emails. It's probably going to go off on this too, yes. And how about that? And is there anything else that you want to go crazy and pretend like I care about? Okay. Now we got that stuff out of the way. Where they show me how to click on my email. And I'm going to leave this up here. You can read it. I'm going to close the notes list real quick here. But you can read that. Basically, it's talking about how they moved into their dream home and renovating and things going on, the supernatural things, footsteps coming from upstairs, hearing things, the garage a few months back. Had seen a man. What do we got here? Glimpses of a shadow moving out of the corner of your eye. Now, these things are considered notes, like you're taking notes as the person's telling you the story. And you've only got a certain number of things on there, and then when you get into the archives and stuff, if you have evidence there, you can put that there. But I don't really see where it makes any relevance in the game. In the olden days, when you bought a game, you'd go to the store and you'd buy it, and it would have a box, and inside that box would be a book, and it would explain everything. And when they stopped doing that, they kind of just left it up to us to kind of figure out the games, because there's no book with this. There's nothing. So I don't know if there's any real relevance, to putting these things on the list, because it doesn't change what your evidence is, what you're going to say, as far as in the house and during your investigation. It changes nothing. So I'm not exactly sure if the actual notes have any actual relevance to anything that actually happening in the investigation, or if it's just part of the story. But anyway, we're going with footsteps upstairs. A man appeared in the garage. Shadows moving around. Shadow of a disembodied voice. Ghost of a young child. And kitchen items thrown. We're going to go with that. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it makes any difference at all. I haven't noticed anything. But again, we're going to pretend, because this is our very first
I should grab my equipment in the back. I need to look at the map on the wall to get an idea of where I'm going to be investigating.
Yeah. Now, as far as how I pick up my gear, I pick it up basically in the order that I'm going to use them. I mean, of importance. I'm trying to pick them up always exactly the same order. Wow, they're going to tell me what a flashlight is. I forgot all about this stuff. And then I go with the EMF detector. I have to wait for it to show a little hand on there. Yeah, EMF detector. Come on. Pick up the EVP recorder, camera. Let me tell you what a camera is. And of course, our thermometer. I have all my gear suited up here. So we have one place to go. And that is Evergreen Lane. Do I want to investigate this location? Yes, I do.
It seems like the Wentz family isn't worried about their safety, although it does seem like they're pretty startled when experiencing something they think is paranormal. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
Now, this game does have the availability of jump scares, which by default is turned off, which I have no use for because I want to investigate. I don't want it to be some horror game where all of a sudden they jump up and scare you and stuff like that, because that ain't real. I want it to be at least fairly real. And I say that when I'm going into a house that will not be anything real. I try to actually, my first time through a place, I like to leave the lights on, and I'll turn on more lights while you're walking around looking for bits and pieces of information. I don't remember exactly what all there is as far as information. See, I just heard something. So you got to be ready to get on that. And I missed it. Now, I don't know if there's any information in here so much. The only place I know there's a clue is down in the basement, and we'll get there. I don't think I got the
Incredible.
picture. Oh, I did.
I captured a ghost on film. That was a very unusual noise.
You see
I'll
the
keep that
little
as evidence.
thing that popped up on the side there that shows a number of interactions with that ghost or being or whatever, and whether you got a picture of it. And all it takes is one picture of it. So that was that. I'm not even really ready for this. That was real quick. Screamer, dude. Now, I'm just going to go straight for where I know that there's some sort of evidence. I am going to bring out the EMF gauge. And didn't I just hear a hay? Now, the thing is, they're very forgiving during this first game, this first house or investigation. If I remember right, there's a piece of paper there, yeah. That's the only clue that I know for a fact. I think it was a land deed, yeah. But I like to look around for that kind of stuff, and it's the only piece that I know that's in this whole place. Because I don't think there's any more. Let's see, that's what I try to do, is I try to walk around. You see how that meter went up? That's because it was picking up something. The EMF detector was picking up something. I'm trying to find it now before it walks away.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
See if it went up the stairs. Now you have to be careful when you get near electrical outlets, light switches, TVs, because they will also be picked up by your EMF detector, which is all 100% realistic. That's nice. I hope it doesn't get away. Oh, it did. Which way did it go? I think it was going this way. Don't know. Help me! Okay, where are you? Now basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking around using your EMF detector, your thermals, and whatnot, and trying to find cold spots, kind of whacked out electrical energies. And all I'm trying to do is get enough evidence of electrical weirdness and thermals. And there'll be plenty of screaming by the ghost. And I'm just trying to get a lock on it. You got to do it like twice. See, he's already shut this door here too. I think I'm about ready for lights out, I guess. Again, you heard hay. Now, in the first investigation, if you're pretty quick like that, they'll usually give it to you. I didn't get anything on that one. But in the second house, you don't get away with nothing. If you're not on that switch, you don't get it. But in the first house here, I can be on my camera, hear a noise, switch to it real quick, click on it, even though it's afterwards, and you'll still get like credit for it. See?
What was that? I'm glad I captured it.
Now
with a
that
recorder.
symbol shows like a bottle or something instead of a person because it is a poltergeist.
Incredible. A photo of an entity?
Now I believe him to be an intelligent spirit because it looks at you. He'll stand in front of you and scream at you. Again, I'm still just trying to knock off the electrical, the EMF portion of it. And you see like all these outlets, if you get close to them, they'll go off. TVs, things like that. So you got to kind of stand clear of that. I swear that was something, but I'm not sure. I'm just trying to pick up EMF.
The EMF meter should not behave this way.
Yeah,
This is paranormal.
Okay, so once I've got that done where Now, I'll show you on the thing here. It'll tell you things that I've done, like the EMF, the audio, the photos. The photo, it says it's definitely paranormal because we've got a picture of a ghost. I've obtained some audio. It cannot be explained. It does not say that it's paranormal. But I'm always looking for it to say something about overwhelming evidence or paranormal activity before you can count it as being marked off. So now we've gotten the EMF. We're going to do the same thing as we walk around. We're going to hear plates being thrown because there's a poltergeist in this kitchen. That's why we heard that noise and it looked like a jar. So we got a poltergeist. I know we have an intelligent haunting. Okay, let's see. Now that's probably because of that air vent. So if I stay there, it's just going to tell me that nothing paranormal.
Looks like just a cold spot. Nothing paranormal.
Now that could have been paranormal. Don't know where it went. That would be okay.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Still trying to find that cold spot. Might try following them upstairs, which I haven't even been upstairs yet. I just know the screamer dude likes to show up a lot, so thought I might be able to track him down.
These temp readings are unusual.
It's already going into the second phase. If I can stay on it.
Something is going on here.
See,
These
you do it
temperature
twice like
readings
that.
are
The first time it's like
definitely
you
paranormal.
get it as evidence, and the second time you've proven it to yourself, so it becomes evidence, as you'll see there. The temperature, it says must be paranormal. EMF says must be paranormal activity. Audio does not say anything about paranormal yet. The photograph does say paranormal. So, at this point, I usually try to walk around with the camera. Turn on E for night vision. I try to walk around with the camera because then I can get pictures of ghosts, because there's more than one ghost. And I'm really just looking to get a little more audio because you want them all to say paranormal. I'm not sure if I got that one earlier. Nope. See,
That's
it says 2
extraordinary audio evidence.
And now we have extraordinary audio evidence. Let me go back and look again. I've obtained significant audio evidence of paranormal activity. So now they all say paranormal activity. The whole idea behind that is that's how you're going to get your paycheck. You want to be able to check off all those boxes. Now, I'm going to tell you a little, I'm going to pause here for a second. You do not want to over-investigate because you only get a certain amount of experience points for getting all of the audio that you needed, all of the video that or photographs that you needed, and whatnot. All of those things, you're only going to get a certain amount of points. It might be 8 for this, 16 for that, and 18 for that, I think it is. But it comes out to 50 points. And you get 50 points is $50. Every investigation, you're going to get $50. So make sure you check off all those boxes so that you've completed everything you needed to do during that investigation to have all the evidence that you need before you go back to the office. Then you will come back and again start investigating the other spirits, trying to get their pictures, get their audios, and all that kind of stuff. But do not over-investigate because you will not get anything extra. Now, what I mean by checking the boxes is you check off all those things. You got audio, video, EMF, photograph. And yes, you can leave. But I'm not saying to leave. I'm saying don't try to get all of your evidence. Let's say you came to the house, you have quite a bit of evidence, and you get there. Your whole goal was to get a picture of, say, a ghost upstairs that you don't have yet. But you hadn't got it yet, and you checked off all the boxes. Well, yeah, wait it out. See if you can get that picture that you're looking for, or that piece of audio evidence that you're looking for. And if you can't, you know you can go back to the office, make your $50, come back, and always just start off looking for thermals, and then, thermals or your EMFs. Try to pick up as many audios as you can. Get a photograph of at least one ghost. So all your boxes are checked off. Anyway, let's get back to the investigation. But I did want to tell you, do not over-investigate. You see, now, normally...
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
That's usually something being thrown. And you want to get a picture. When it showed the glass symbol instead of a person, I noticed it also had a bar below it with a question mark. The other ones show you take a picture of them. And that one showed a question mark, and I thought, well, what could that be? And then I thought, well, maybe I have to take a picture of what he's throwing, through the air. And I tried to do that. It didn't do anything for me. So I took a picture of the thrown item, because it'll disappear quickly. So I took a picture of it, and I got credit for it. So I know now that when he throws something, I think it was a little jar off that shelf, a little one up there. He'll throw it on the floor right down there. Or he'll throw these plates off onto the ground here with a crash. You're going to want to get those pictures. Now, I'm not trying to make this a spoiler per se like that. I'm just trying to explain how new people to the game might go about it. A few pointers. So what am I looking for here? I think I got all the information. And I actually have enough, because this is, my first time here, and I got a picture of a ghost already. So I really think this is probably enough for this investigation. That might be.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
I'm not seeing anything. It must be the other room. Because sometimes they will throw stuff in other rooms. But I think it's time to go. Thank you. We'll be back. Oh, trust me. This place will liven up. Liven up? That's some sort of a sick humor joke there. Now, when we get other equipment, you're only allowed to carry the 4 things that you have on you beside your flashlight. And the rest of them will be back here. So don't always just make sure what you're going to have on your belt before you go in. Pick up that stuff, and then come back and get the rest of it. But you're only going to ever get 8 points here. I think it's 8 here also, but I'm not positive. And then I think it's 16 and 18. That's the most you're ever going to get. Doesn't matter if I went and got a picture of every ghost, every audio recording, every temperature reading, everything in the world, they are not going to give you any more points. And this is how you make your money, besides the investigation, because you need that money to buy more equipment. So let's go back to the office. Okay, so now you can come back here. Again, all you're going to really be able to do is look at the inbox, which is going to have letter from her, letter from this guy, because there's another investigation that they want me to do. But we're not going to do that right away, because we will still be working on the same one. I see no reason really to start off on the second one. So this is it. This is like information. See, that place was built in 1902. You can use that. There's many families, many memories. I'm not sure what any of this all means exactly. Carter had a temper. Now you can use those. And I don't know that, like I said, that the notes mean anything. I don't know. So let's just, we're going to go with child. Ghost of a child. And what else did we do here? I didn't even go in the garage, so we might as well go do that one too. Yeah, man, the garage. It doesn't really matter. Okay, guys. I'm going to call that good for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed your paranormal experience. I hope you had a little fun. Anyway, I think it's a great game. Has a lot of potential. Like I say, do not over-investigate. Be sure and go back get your evidence, make a few bucks, because it's going to cost you a lot of money for some of these things and whatnot. But I had a great time. I hope you guys did. And if you did, hopefully we'll see you in the next one.